Morning, everybody. Pastor Stitch, Narrow Path Christian Church, BC. Welcome to the Biker Devotional. I am going to play a slideshow and wait for others to come in. So I am here, but we're going to let this play for a second while we wait for everybody to get the notification that we're live. And then I will be back to share with you. So again, good morning, guys. This is Pastor Stitch, Narrow Path Christian Church, BC, Bay City, Michigan. Welcome to the Biker Devotional. Today is July 11th, 2023. I will be reading to you from, Proverbs chapter 11. We're going to be looking at verse 14 today. And it's a verse that, whether you've read it before or not, you probably have had an experience with trying to live it out. Proverbs 11:14 says, "Without guidance, people fall, but with many counselors, there is deliverance." So, have you ever had a situation where you wanted to do something, but you wasn't sure that you really should, but you really wanted to, but you weren't sure if you really should, but you really wanted to? Yes, every one of us have had that situation. So what do we do in that situation? Well, we've got to come up with a way to get other people to agree with us that we can do what we want to do, even though it's probably not a good idea. And so we go and we talk to as many people as we can, looking for the person we can convince ourselves is the most reliable person to give us the advice that says, yes, you can do that. Good morning, Victor. Glad you're here. So we think that, especially when we read this verse, that we're doing the right thing. With guidance, people fall. But with many counselors, there's deliverance. So if I ask enough people, I'll know I'm okay. The interesting thing is, it says, without any real insight, people make stupid decisions. But when there's a lot of people you can go to, you have the ability to choose the one that will help you make the best choice. The one that has the best understanding of the situation you're going to deal with. And you can take their advice and do what they say and probably not get into trouble. About a year ago, well, almost exactly a year ago, Rhonda and I were seriously thinking about buying a Harley Tri-Glide because, well, Rhonda wasn't comfortable on two wheels anymore. And so I had the opportunity to go test drive one, We went and looked at a few. I was searching. I was ready to go get the loan. I was ready to do all of that. And so I reached out to a brother who has a lot of experience with handling finances. And I was telling him what I wanted to do. And I had convinced myself I was going to trust the Lord in this, even though taking a loan was not a smart thing. And I knew that. I knew I really shouldn't be doing it, but I really wanted to ride with my wife. And so I called him up, talked it through, and he said, you can't buy it. You can't pay for it. If you can't pay cash, you can't buy it. And he was right. And so I didn't buy a Tri-Glide. Within a month, we had the Voyager trike kit for our 97 Harley-Davidson Electric Glide, and my wife was able to ride with me many, many times last year. Grace, the 97, blew a head gasket a couple weeks ago, and so unfortunately we're not riding it right now, but we still got it. I'll be able to do the rebuild on that when I get back from my trips this summer, and she'll be able to ride with me again next year, and we've got that. We also were able to get into the 2016 Ultra Limited Low at a much better price and pay cash for it and not have debt. I could have been stuck in a vehicle that I had a payment for and wouldn't have been able to afford the trip I'm taking next month and in September, and wouldn't have been able to fix Grace, which would have been my two wheels. God was looking out for us by putting a multitude of counselors and me picking the one that had the experience that I needed to make a good decision. Without guidance, people fall. But when there's a lot of different counselors, many counselors, you'll find deliverance. It's important that we remember those things today. It's not about polling enough people and taking an average or finding the one person that agrees with you. It's you've got many people to choose from. Choose the one that's got the greatest wisdom in that area and take their advice and go do that. It's a really good way to live your life. I love y'all. Hope you have a great day. God bless.